Hello, everyone. We finish our World Championship, and I President Sambo Federation Australia, my friend and members of our federation, Mark. He represents a blind sport.
Hello.
He is coach. He is international coach level Sambo, and he is represent a Blonde Mountains Club in Sydney. Yeah, and we will talk about competition. We will talk about future a little bit. Yes, guys, what do you think about competition? What was before?
I'll go first. Good.
You first, I think. Mark.
Yeah, the competition was very tough in the blind Sambo division. People really had the top guys really had their technique down. Like the guy who got first in my division was from Mongolia, and he was like wrestling a tree stump. He didn't move. He just did his technique, and that's what he knew to do, and it was unstoppable. So those, and in my second fight, I was more competitive, but just lost on points. But I think the standard, coming in from Australia, it was quite high, and it's really interesting to see what the preferred techniques of different people are. What they train. There's definitely a difference in this is my second competition over here. And they're all been different techniques from different countries.
Yeah. Your coach sit in the corner. What do you think about first fight? I think Mongolian was a little bit heavy him and 100% younger.
Yeah. So not only younger but heavier. So initially, Mark was preparing to compete in the under 71 kilo division. Unfortunately, at this World Championship, there was no under 71, so we got bumped up to under 79 kilo. So Mark was underweight by around 8 kilos.
Yeah.
But not only the weight, but his age. So he's 53 years old.
Yeah.
He's competing with all these young professional athletes, So I think the way he did was amazing, considering he's underweight and his age. But it just goes to show that, even he's blind, he's an older gentleman, but he's still competitive. Yeah. So especially in his second match against Moldova, he was very competitive. He had a locked on armbar. I think he nearly won the fight with the armbar, but unfortunately, it didn't go that way in the end. He lost on points, but it just goes to show what you can do if you put your mind to it.
Interesting. You looks like fighter. What you doing? Because you first time at Kyrgyzstan. What you doing here? You will live 1 week. Yeah, correct. When you fly to Australia?
So we're flying back to Australia on Saturday.
And what you doing?
Well, hopefully this week we're going to do a little bit of sightseeing, maybe go to some markets and stuff. But last night we actually went to a training session. We trained at JFC gym in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. We did the no-gi grappling class, and it was quite an interesting class. Some high-level professional grapplers there.
Yeah.
So as you can see by my face, I'm a little bit marked up today.
They gave him a hard time.
Had some hard rounds with some big guys. Yeah, but it was very good. We were welcome there. Good hospitality. So it was good.
Yeah, do you have new friends?
Yes, exactly. Now we made some new friends in Bishkek, which was nice.
Yeah.
I think Mark had a good time there as well. Mark, did you?
Yeah. It was great. It was they didn't rough me up like Jimmy. He would have given as good as he gave, as good as he got though. But it was very technical, good rolls, good. Good.
This was
everyone has
hard
different
for you
techniques.
now. What's your level? How are you feeling? Your level and level guys who's practice here.
I think this level is some of the guys very high level. Because they're professional athletes. So some of the guys we trained with last night competing in UWW, the professional wrestling league. So they're very good technique.
You plan visit every day with different clubs and practice.
I think tonight we're going to go to another different club tonight. Maybe practice some Sambo, hopefully.
Yeah.
So that's our plans for tonight.
We want to learn as much as we can and take it back to Australia and start planting seeds.
This is my next question. How you want to develop Sambo in Australia? Because you leader Paralympic Sambo in Australia. What's your plan for the future? Because you was in Congress. Yes, you remember we talk about perspective Sambo,
Yeah.
about Olympic Brisbane. What do you think? What is your plan for the next year? Mm.
Well, I guess the videos like this are going to help immensely to get the message out. What we basically have to do is get a pool of athletes, because the more people you have in interest,
Mhm.
then the better chance, like the wider the base, the higher the building, you know?
Yeah.
So the more athletes we can get from, and we're going to have to, you know, get interest from other sports like judo and jiu-jitsu and other martial arts to start with. But there is in Australia, there is an enormous amount of blind sport. Like there's blind tennis, there's blind rugby, there's blind everything, cycling. We just have to get the message out that this is, you know, a very competitive sport. You get the chance to travel overseas. You can do something, you know, you can improve your self-defense. So we just need to gather athletes together and get them interested. That's step one. And then we work out who's going to be on the team.
Mm.
And then when we have a successful team, you know, when we get some medals and have success, people really will get interested. They'll really jump on board.
Yeah. Jimmy, what do you think? You have a lot of coach and athletes because you have experienced different competition, national, state. What do you think? How we can together, because I like President of Australian Federation will support you exactly, how we can better develop and preparing team for the future, Australian team.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Sambo, it's slowly starting to grow in Australia. Like you mentioned, we had the New South Wales Championships this year, and then the national titles as well this year. Mark and I competed in the Asia Pacific titles in Uzbekistan earlier in April. So we're starting to get a little bit of interest, right? So we want to promote this to other grappling styles. I think there's a big base of grappling styles in Australia: jiu-jitsu, judo, wrestling, things like that. I think we need to draw from these other disciplines to get them involved in Sambo. Because Sambo is such an interesting sport. You know, it's a very unique rule set, and I think it's great. Coming from a different background of jiu-jitsu, I really have been enjoying Sambo with the emphasis on standing up and throws. You know, so I think there is definitely a market for that in Australia. I think we just need to get the word out to get more people interested from other clubs that are already there.
I saw what Mark have new friends, Fyodor Emelianenko. You make a photo together. What do you think if we can organize visit Fyodor Emelianenko for Australia? This will be interesting for some people in Sydney. What do you think about your state? We can organize a big event or maybe something.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, they love Fedor in Australia, and also Habib. You know, the ambassadors for Sambo from the UFC and from those styles of fighting. They really love that stuff in Australia. You know, so that would be amazing if we could get Fedor to come over and do some promotions for us, and get some interest happening.
Do you have friends with big promotion and Sydney who can collaborate with us and organize his interesting events with him? Maybe fights where he can represent officially, like official person will be seen. Maybe a seminar. I don't know what.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, we're coming from the Blue Mountains, so the gym that we train at is quite small. Yeah. For our small community. But I'm sure there'll be interest in Fedor coming out from the larger martial arts community across Australia. Because as Mark said, Fedor is thought of as like a legend in Australia.
Excellent. Okay, what you can say our family, our Sambo family in the world?
In the world? Well, I could just speak for the blind Sambo, and I think it's a really great initiative that Sambo has recognised that this is a sport that blind people can be competitive in, and that they they need to do sport, and it gives people a lot of confidence. So I really applaud that the world, that FIAS and all the clubs across the world are encouraging blind people to do Sambo, and I love also the initiative of the helmet. That's a very good thing. Like I think that's a great. At first, I thought that's a bit strange because I've never really competed in a helmet before, but now I understand that it's a really good safety feature, and it's a good equalizer, because not everyone's the same.
Yeah.
So it really puts everyone on an even playing field. And I think the rules for blind Sambo are quite good too. So they've made some really good innovations with the rules about, standing up, starting with grips, and they're not so worried about us going out of the ring, things like that, which are common sense. It's very common sense, practical rules.
Yeah.
What about you,
Jimmy?
Jimmy?
Couple things for our federation, for world.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess for our federation, like obviously Sava's the president. Sava's been very proactive in trying to promote Sambo around Australia. Obviously, Sava has a lot of connections all around the world, this part of the world, with FIAS and all the larger Sambo community. So that's great. I think anyone interested in doing Sambo and competing in Sambo, I think you've got a really good possibility, especially with the Australian Federation, of doing international travel, competing overseas. And it's a great experience for your life, right? So I think maybe for guys that are already grappling in other styles, it's something to really think about. Maybe transitioning over to Sambo, because I think this sport is only going to grow bigger in the future.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I think we can finish our small interview.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I wish you good luck.
Yep.
I wish you good experience for Sambo combat, for Sambo sports, for blind Sambo. I think all together we can not promotion for
Grow, maybe. Yeah.
for Olympic Games in Sambo in the Brisbane.
32, yeah.
Yep. That's the goal.
Thank you.